have a relaxing evening. You know, I'm in my room watching my iPad and my phone and stuff. And I'm getting ready to start school in a couple days. So I'm trying to get back on school schedule because I was about to go into high school. I think this is the part that my mind blocked out, and I don't like this part that it blocked it out. I'm 99.9% sure because I always told my mom that I loved her. Always did. Always walked in, gave her a hug and a kiss, told her good night, see you in the morning. Love you. And as I think I did that. I'm 99.9% sure I did. And so after I do that, I go back to my bedroom, I take my medicine, brush my teeth and stuff, go to bed. Thinking the next morning I'm gonna wake up and everything's still gonna be the same. You know, me and my mom will go out, have a good time. I didn't know what was about to happen that night, and I didn't know how bad it would impact my life. That night, and it's weird because I was so paranoid that night, and I even told my mom, because she's seen how paranoid I was, I said, something bad is gonna happen to somebody in the family. I don't know who, I don't know when, but I can feel it in my gut. Which is like, I literally predicted my mom's death, because I said, somebody's gonna get hurt in a fire. Somebody in the family, I don't know who, I don't know when. And so that whole night I was up feeding my paranoia, watching videos on how to survive shootings, how to survive house fires, what to do if a house fire happens. And the last video I watched was what to do if you're trapped in a house fire. Ironic, right? So I go to bed after I'm finished watching my YouTube videos because I was just paranoid as hell at this point. I don't know why I fed my paranoia. I'm about like in a deep, deep sleep, and when I'm asleep I have a dream about my house catching on fire. It was like God was trying to tell me that this was gonna happen. And so when the fire alarm goes off, because there was 2 levels, there was a bottom level and the kitchen and bathroom were downstairs and right by each other. And the first place that caught fire was the kitchen. And so you had to go up these flights of stairs to the top level because it was a 2-story house. And my mom's bedroom was like right here, and mine was right beside, and then there was another bedroom on this side. But nobody was in that bedroom. So the fire alarm was in this wall that was in between me and my mom's room. So when I'm asleep and I'm having a dream about my house being on fire, and I kept telling myself, wake up, but I know if I wake up, I'm not going to go back to sleep. Because once I wake up, I have a hard time going back to sleep. So I'm in the middle of this paranoia dream. And immediately, I hear, get out, house on fire. Like the fire alarm was speaking, get out, house on fire. I thought, then I smelled smoke. I thought, okay, this isn't a dream, this is real. I roll out of my bed, and this is the hard part. Forgive me if I start crying, but I ran right by my mom's room. I was only 15, and I completely forgot she was in that house. I thought the asshole she was with was gonna get her out. I thought he'll get her out. He loves her. Give me a second. Sorry about that, I'm back. So, I'm walking down the stairs because the smoke is getting in my face. Like, I can't breathe at this point. And I hear my mom scream. I try and run back up those flight of stairs because I knew she couldn't move. She was having a really bad night that night. I knew she couldn't move, so I tried running back up those stairs to save her. I tried my damnedest. I tried harder than those firefighters that night. I had 5 seconds to decide. Save my mom or get out alive. And if you get out alive, you go live with your sister. And the first person you need to tell is your sister. So I get out, and literally like 5 seconds after I got out, the ceiling came in my room. My room was the first one to go. Which God was giving me all these signs that night. And I think it's ironic as hell that he was in some way warning me of, Sierra, you need to be on edge. You need to be prepared because this is about to happen. He wasn't telling me when it was going to happen, who it was going to happen to, but he was letting me know that it was going to happen that night. And so I'm standing there. They ask us if everybody is, this guy who came in and got me, he said, is everybody out? I said, I think so. And then it finally clicked. I said, holy shit, my mom's in there. Oh my God. Somebody go in and get her. I'm sorry, I need this. It's my boyfriend, so excuse me. And the asshole my mom was with, that is exactly what I will call him, because that is exactly what he is. He tried to get me to go back in the house, because I was tinier. And sometimes I wish I would have gone back in that house to try and get my mom. Because I could have at least tried. And if I died, I would have died with peace, knowing that I was the only one that tried my damnedest to get my mom out of that house. Because like I said, my mom was my life. It took almost an hour for the firefighters to get there, when there was one not even 5 minutes down the street. Another ironic thing, the man my mom was with, he's not even a man at the... Calm down, Sia. He's not even a man. And his dad was a county cop, and this is exactly why he got away with it. They let him go in and destroy evidence. Big yellow tape everywhere. Do not cross. I see him a day later. He's with this girl. Like, my mom hasn't even had her memorial yet. We're still busy planning her memorial. Oh. He was already remarried. He was never married to my mom. They were engaged. And if anybody does share this, please share it and make sure it gets to the asshole my mom was with. If you are friends with me, you see this video, share it, and if you're friends with him, send it to him, because I want him to know. I want him to be able to look in the mirror and see on the impact he has had on me, my mental health, and my family. Because my family is deteriorating because of one person's decision. It'll be 7 years on the 13th of August next month. My mom has missed birthdays, weddings, the birth of her grandchild. My mom wasn't there for the birth of her grandchild. And if there's anything I look forward into the future, because I always wanted to get my mom a grandchild. I always did. I knew I wasn't going to be the first one, but I could at least be the second, you know. And now, when and if I do have kids one day, I'm going to have to explain this to them. And I don't know how you explain this to your own child when you've been so mentally and visibly hurt that every time you talk about your mom, you cry. And I don't want to cry every time I talk about my mom or think about my mom, but it's hard. Because my mom had to be carried out in a body bag because of one person. He doesn't even deserve my time of thought. The only reason why I'm thinking about him is because I'm telling this story. And if you can't tell how bad it hurts me, anyway, after that, somebody drops me off at my sister's. I'm standing on the porch, knocking. Her now husband comes and answers the door. Pulls me in because he doesn't know these people. I can't get the words out. I cannot get the words out that our mom is dead. I can't get that to come out of my mouth. He's just standing there watching me cry, and he knows something has happened. So the people who drop me off tell my sister's husband. He runs to the room, wakes my sister up. I can't hear him say anything, but the first thing I hear is my sister say, "A fire? What? Is my sister okay?" And what hurts me the most is that when she asked me, because I keep telling myself it's a mean joke. It's a really mean joke. It's not real. I had to be the one to look at my sister and tell her that it wasn't a joke. And we both just crumbled. Just crumbled to our knees. I know people say there's nothing I could have done, but I could. All I can say is, if you have your mom and your dad and both parents, give them a hug and treat them with respect. Because tomorrow was never promised. this could be the last video I ever make because I don't know when my end time is coming. Only God knows. I hope I wake up tomorrow, because I've only lived 21 years of my life. But the point is, you never know when it's going to be your time. And it sucks. I wish death didn't exist. But with death comes life, and the way I look at it, each day, yes, a person dies. Yes, it's sad. It is visibly sad. But that brings an opportunity to newborns that are just born. They are just starting their life. And you never know what could come out of your parents' death. Maybe something good, maybe something bad. I've lived with questions for the past almost 7 years. Did my mom suffer? Did she die instantly? Was she screaming? I hope and pray every day nobody has to go through what I had to. Thanks for taking the time to listen. I appreciate it. Peace.